NPR. Up next.
Oh, yes.
Science.
I'm interested.
Yeah. Scientists think they have found a big weird moon in a far-off star system. It's fine. It's magic. All right. Scientists think they found a big weird moon in a far-off star system.
I'm interested to define what defines it as weird.
Yeah. We'll see.
If it's really big, how big is the planet it's orbiting?
Probably the size of your mom.
Hey, you leave my mother out of this.
Okay, the hunt for moons outside our solar system has just turned up another possible lunar world. A moon bigger than Earth that's orbiting a Jupiter. Oh, a moon bigger than Earth.
Yes.
That's orbiting a Jupiter-like planet.
Okay, so it's Jupiter-ish.
Yeah,
the adjective there.
It's a gas giant, is what I'm.
Yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't just say a gas giant, but I guess in case for people not nerd enough.
The one that isn't in the wrong place. We'll get to that one. We've already started a new article, Tiger, so we'll get to that puzzle piece in a moment.
Yeah.
Fiction or fake news?
Fake news. Earth's moon is just called moon because we were lazy.
That's true. Okay, so let's call it satellite.
Yeah, Earth's satellite. How's that?
Yeah, so they haven't found a moon. They have found a satellite orbiting a large Jupiter-like planet.
There you go. But it's also known as a moon. The moon is pretty alien. Oh, the planet and its moon, if it really is a moon, orbit a sun-like star that's over 5,000 light years away. The moon is a pretty alien. The moon is pretty alien compared to any moon in the solar system, says David Kipping. I don't know if he sounds like that. An astronomer at Columbia University. We're not sure if it's rocky. We're not sure if it's gaseous. It's kind of an in-between the size of Neptune, which is gaseous, and the Earth, which is rocky. I'm assuming, yeah, he's just gonna sound like that. That's fine.
Okay, yeah. I thought he might have like a Poindexter, with the glasses that are taped in the middle, and he keeps having to push them back up on his nose.
The Earth is rocky. Meow.
My mom is a gas giant. Only after pizza night, Tiger. Only after pizza night.
Well, this isn't the first time astronomers have spotted something that might be a moon in another planetary system, sometimes called an exomoon. Okay. In fact, Kipping and his colleagues announced a few years ago that they detected something moon-like orbiting a different planet, planet your mom. That discovery has yet to be confirmed with additional telescope observations, and some astronomers are skeptical that it will hold up to more scrutiny.
I'm glad that you got the scientific name of that moon right, considering you know how you could buy a star? I bought a moon and named it after. We just named it your mom.
That would be awesome. This new finding needs to be confirmed too. It's again another surprisingly large moon if it's real.
Wait, what do you mean if it's real?
If it's not something else.
Okay, then they need to define that, because the way they sounded was like, we might just be making this shit up. We don't know.
That's science.
Trust me. Science is based in fact.
What is a fact?
Oh, no, my God, let's not go down this rabbit hole.
What is, man? What is?
We had to stay on topic for the news.
What are words? We don't know. It's amazing. Exomoons may be common, but they're hard to find. Moons outnumber planets in our own solar system, so it stands to reason that planets orbiting other stars would also have moons. Scientists want to find... Well, I mean, maybe.
Well, no, it makes sense, because if we talk about gravity, anything large, anything has its own gravitational pull. That's why the Earth has its moon.
Right.
Everything's locked in a tidal pull. So if you have other solar systems that are formed, why would planets not have moons?
That's why all those men gravitate around your mom.
Exactly. No, it's because she has the Thursday special, and
it is what it is. All right. Scientists want to find them. You think scientists want to make a name for themselves by fucking just looking at something? Yeah, that would be great.
Definitely, White Tiger, in another solar system. I mean, for all we know, these things no longer exist because we're just now discovering the light that's reaching us.
Right. Yeah, it could already be gone. 5,000 light years away. Like, it could already just be fucking decimated. 5,000. We're seeing it 5,000 years ago. Like, that's a long time. Not a long time astrologically.
No, it's
but
5,000 light years ago, which is even if we were to put that into miles, it's a lot.
oh, it's super far.
Yeah,
But what
very
I'm
far.
saying is we're seeing it 5,000 years ago.
5,000 years ago in the
Yeah,
past,
yeah,
correct.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now, Tiger, is that a short joke or is that a space joke?
Space. Oh. Goes over everyone's head.
Aha, but
Ah, ah, ah. If you've seen Avatar Star Wars, you're probably familiar with this idea that moons in and of themselves could be habitable. Oh my fuck.
well, okay, so now we're
Nerd
referring
alert.
to movies.
Nerd alert.
If you've seen Avatar, it means moons could be habitable. For those of you that haven't, nope.
Yeah. Yeah, for us, you fuck off. In real life, moons like Jupiter's Europa and Saturn's Enchilada, and the Saturn's Enchilada moon are believed to have features like liquid water that might sustain life. Scientists have found thousands of planets in recent years, but so far there's been no incontrovertible sighting of a moon around any of them. Finding these exomoons is extremely challenging, says Mary Ann Limbach, a researcher at Texas A&M University who has also been searching for moons.
Sounds like somebody just wants more grant money.
Yep, these detections tend to be right at the detection limit, so we need more money so that we can detect more. So it's often difficult to disentangle the noise from the exomoon signal. I mean,
That
I'm
will
all
be
for it.
changing very soon because they just deployed the James Space Webb Telescope, which is actually supposed to be the most advanced telescope we've ever put out in space, and it's supposed to be further out than the Hubble, so there's going to be less interference. So we are going to get better pictures from further away.
Yeah, that sounds great. That's
I'm
gonna be
super
fucking
excited,
wild.
dude. I'm so excited for that shit.
Remember when they were trying to load it in the rocket and they dropped it?
Yep. When that article came out, I held my breath because they've been working on it. They've been working on this thing for a decade, and they spent so much money on it. And they were like, "We dropped it." And I was like, "Oh, somebody got fired."
Somebody got fired. Somebody feels real bad, man.
Yeah, and I think they're talking about moons being habitable. I think that's an important thing to look at because moons can fall in habitable zones where some planets can't.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially some planets like, Jupiter has so many of them. Like
Yes,
it could be a good resource hub
yes, one
for
hundred percent.
everything else and for launching missions to other space things.
I feel you, Tiger and Serenity. You guys had chorizo burritos and stuff like that. Tog just had homemade cheese, garlic herb cheese bread.
Ooh, cheese bread. Make sure it's
Yeah,
not jalapeno bread. That thing fucked up my stomach.
yeah. No, took naan bread, a little bit of garlic herb butter on it, then some four cheese
Oh,
blend on top of it.
oh,
Toss it in the oven.
bread
Bam.
bread?
Yep.
Bread. Non is just bread.
Okay, bread.
Bread. That's what naan is. It's the name for bread in that
Yeah,
language. It's crazy.
very tasty.
But they sell non bread, which is like
Yeah, yeah. It's just bread.
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 It's bread. Okay, so existing telescopes aren't powerful enough to let astronomers see moons. Instead, scientists can only infer the presence of a moon. If they see a telltale pattern of dimming in a star, for example, that can mean a moon and its planet are passing in front of the star, blocking some of its light.
In other words, whenever it rotates around, if the light blips out for a second, it can help them determine size, distance,
Right.
and speed.
Yep. All the Kepler data is public, and we can make sure another team will independently analyze the data. A planetary scientist at the MIT. This is the fascinating but perplexing discovery. We are not expecting moons larger than the size of Earth. The system, if real, is more like a double planet.
Dun dun dun.
Everybody loves a little DP.
Locked in a struggle forever.
I don't believe it yet, but I think it's certainly a promising candidate worthy of follow-up, says Laura Kreidberg, an astronomer with the Max Planck Institute of Astronomy in Germany. Fuck yeah. Fucking Max Planck's the man. Dude, fuck, I love Max Planck. He's my hero.
A plank.
Finding the biggest weirdos in the universe. Got us right here. Yeah.
Yeah, right here. You ain't gotta look too hard.
Yeah. So far, astronomers have reported finding hints of exomoons about a dozen times using different techniques. Most of those observations, for technical reasons, can't ever be followed up or confirmed. Well, then what the fuck? What's the fucking point? Why wait?
We're guessing.
But other exomoon claims, like this one, as well as the one Limbach and colleagues recently reported. Oh, other exomoon claims can. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Kipping notes that his two candidate moons both seemed strangely large. But if they weren't freakishly large, okay, let's not fat shame planets now, okay?
That's a thick ass moon.
It was bad enough what we fucking did to Pluto, okay? We don't need to
Nah,
keep this trend.
look, Pluto's not a planet. Okay, let's just get over it. Move on.
Whatever. It's a dwarf planet, whatever.
It is an ice. It is an ice cube floating in the drink of our solar system.
I think I'd call it a planet. I don't know. It goes woo woo around the fucking sun. It's a fucking planet. That's my definition. Okay, so if they weren't freakishly large, we would never have the capability of detecting them. So it's only natural that the first things you detect would be the biggest weirdos in the universe.
No
They're not necessarily common, they're just the easiest for us to find.
It's always the weird ones that are out there that get the most noise.
Right? They stick out like a fucking sore thumb. New telescopes like the recently launched James Webb Space Telescope and the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope that is scheduled to launch later this decade will be much more
I don't know
capable.
about that one.
Yeah, we could dip right into that.
Let's do that next because I don't know anything about that.
I haven't even heard of it. Probably because it's named after a woman.
No.
Well, I mean that I'm not. It's not a judgment.
Yeah,
I'm saying that's
no.
probably why.
Yeah, we're like, oh, a space telescope named after a woman. It's gonna be useless.
Watch it not be a woman. It's just some dude named Nancy.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Anything named after Nancy Grace though is off my radar.
Yeah, I don't. Who the fuck is Nancy Grace? I guess we'll find out. They would like to find more evidence for a moon or a supermoon around a planet. Blah blah blah. The first confirmed moons in the solar system will be exciting discoveries. Yeah, no shit. You don't need to tell us they're going to be exciting.
Yeah.
I certainly think, she says, this decade will hopefully lead to the first confirmation of an exomoon.
Nice. And you don't know who Nancy Grace is? You don't remember the blowhard Nancy Grace who used to get on TV after every time a white girl went missing?
Oh. Oh, so they put her in space to find fucking fat planets?
I mean, I don't think it's named after her because there is another Nancy Grace. That's just who came to mind whenever that name popped up. You want to hear something really terrible?
Yeah.
A squared. Nancy Grace Roman used to be an American astronomer.
Oh.
She died in 2018. May 16th, 1925 to December 20th. She died on Christmas 2018. Was
Rip.
a noted American astronomer who made important contributions to stellar classification and motions. A squared used to work with the evil Nancy Grace, used to work with her niece.
Wow, is her niece just as evil?
Just as much of a piece of crap.
Fuck, that's dope. You always expect that, and sometimes it doesn't happen that way, and they could be the nicest person, but then you get that confirmation that nepotism is fucking awful.
Like, used to wear the same New Jersey mom bob hairstyle and everything.
Yeah. Go get food? Go get food. This is just a news show.
Job.
Fucking whatever. What's the major story of the day, lads? You missed the potato statue.
You did miss the potato statue, Mithner.
Somebody cut down a potato statue back in...
Caused 4,000 euro worth of... No, 7,000 euro worth of damage.
I think, no, it's 4.
Is it 4? 4,000 euro worth
It was
of damage.
4, yeah. Yeah, I missed the potato. There's another potato story coming up too, though, so sit tight. So the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope, about the mission. The Roman Space Telescope, look at that, they already took her name out of it, is a NASA observatory designed to unravel the secrets of dark energy and dark matter in search for image exoplanets and explore many topics in infrared astrophysics. The Roman Space Telescope has a 2.4 meter telescope. Meter?
Yeah,
I guess. That's fucking huge.
The James Webb one's, I think, slightly bigger.
Ah, of course. The same size as Hubble's, but with a view 100 times greater than Hubble's. Top-ranked large space mission in 2010 Decadal Survey of Astronomy and Astrophysics. That's not really an achievement, I guess, because no one's really doing anything. The Roman Space Telescope is slated to launch in the mid-2020s.
Nice. Yes, in comparison, Hubble is 13.2 meters long and 4.2 meters at its largest.
Damn. That's a big fucking scope. I love it. Okay.
And the James Webb is 21.3, 6.5 meters wide. Its primary mirror is 6.5 meters wide.
Damn. All right. Up next. Did you see this one? Wandering seal leads police on a slow-speed chase to a law firm in England.
I saw it, but I have not read it. I didn't.
Oh.
It was on my weird offbeat news site that I go to for my talk picks, but I did not. I did not read this one.
I gotta find your sources so we can get different shit.
Okay.
That way we don't pull from the same. Well, I mean,
Offbeat news. Reddit subreddit. Offbeat news.
Oh, okay. I just grabbed a bunch of different sites that I went through.
Yeah. Well, what this one is, people post shit from different sites.
Okay. So they do the curating for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.